Hi, I'm Terry, and you're watching Home Again. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Tonight, why don't you join me in the cabin kitchen here, and we're gonna make a yummy dinner. It's called Asian chicken salad. At least that's what we call it. We don't know if it's Asian, where the name came from, or where the recipe came from. But it's been getting passed around in our family for a long time. So why don't you join me in my kitchen here, and we'll make a quick dinner. I start with these chicken tenderloins, and here's the ingredients list over on the right. I usually add to a boiling pot of water about 6 or 8 tenderloins, and I boil them for about 15 minutes. I think chicken needs to be 160, 165 degrees, but I usually just boil them for about 15 minutes, and if they pull apart easily with a fork, then I know they're done and they're ready to go. So when your chicken's all done, just take it out of the water, set it aside and let it cool, and you will eventually just cut it up into like 1-inch cubes. These chow noodles, it's about a 12-ounce bag. You only need about a couple cups of them, but these might be a little bit of a challenge to find. You want to look in your World Foods aisle in your store. If you look hard enough in a few different stores, you will find them, and they're really important to the salad, so keep a lookout. I also should say that they're crunchy, kind of like a crouton. They're not a noodle that you boil. Next, we're going to get started on our dressing for the salad. I usually use a canning jar so I can shake it easily. I put my half a cup of apple cider vinegar in. And I'm awkwardly trying to pour in my sugar, a half a cup of sugar, without spilling it all over the table. Then in this little container, I've mixed my 3 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Gonna dump that in. 1 cup of oil. And to that I added about, 1 or 2 teaspoons of the poppy seeds. You can add, I probably add a little more than I should have because some of them got a little clumpy, but I just add a little bit so it adds color to the dressing. You don't really have to because you're also going to sprinkle the poppy seeds on top of the lettuce. Then you want to shake it really well because you want to get all that sugar and salt dissolved. And so it's a really good idea to make this dressing days ahead of time. It keeps forever in the fridge and it's so good. I wish I would have made double the batch because whatever you don't use in the salad, you can use later. It's a delicious dressing. So as you can see here, I'm just getting my lettuce washed up and get it dried really well. I don't know if you whack that core on a countertop, it will pull right out. And then you get any little brown lettuce off, anything like that. Then I probably didn't need to, but I just got rid of that top leaf there because it looked a little limpy to me. Just make sure it's all dried off good. And next I got my green onions washed up. Now the recipe says 1 or 2 bunches because I really can't remember how many I put in mine. I might have went back and washed another one. I'm not sure, but it's really, really good in the salad. Just pull off any limp looking ones and dry it really well. And I have little kitchen scissors. I trim off the ends. And then I just slice them up. I don't use the bulb of the onion, I just use the green part. But don't knock the green onions unless you've tried them. I normally don't like onions in my salad, but I really like these in this salad. They smell and taste so good. Next, we're going to get the 2 heads of lettuce chopped up. I just usually chop them up in like bite-sized pieces. It's not rocket science on chopping up lettuce. And of course, you don't need to make this portion. You can cut this all in half and just make it for like 2 people. I'm just used to cooking for an army in the past, it seems, and I haven't learned how to scale down yet. This is a good size for a party though. Normally when I have all my own cooking supplies, I have a big metal bowl at home that this would fit in perfectly. So it's a really good size to take to a party or, like I said, to just serve as a dinner for company. But if you don't want that much, just cut it in half. So we're just going to put our salad together here. Put half the chicken in, half the onions, half the almonds, and then we're going to put in half of our chow mein noodles And I'm embarrassed to admit, I made this portion for me and just my husband. Like I said, I have trouble learning how to scale down. But here's the fun fact about this salad. It keeps really well. If you don't put the dressing on it, and you keep your dressing on the side and you just add it, we ate it for days and days. And it was delicious, and we didn't get tired of it, at least I didn't. Now, if you do have leftovers of this, your chow mein noodles will get a little soft, just like with a leftover taco salad or something. But we didn't mind at all because we just put some fresh, crunchy ones in it or on the top of our bowl of salad, and it was just delicious. It's a really, really good salad. I topped everything off here now with the other half. I'm gonna try to toss it with my makeshift kitchen tools here that I have at the cabin. Finally had to go down to just 2 tablespoons to try to toss it around here. I should have saved a little bit of the chicken and stuff for the top to garnish it, make it look a little prettier. But just add everything together and toss it up, and then we served it, because it was just for us, we served it individually in bowls, and we poured our own dressing on it. And like I said, that way the leftovers last longer because the lettuce doesn't get all limp from the dressing. Just putting the remaining of the poppy seeds in here. And just garnished it with a few more of the green onions. But I said it would have looked probably even prettier if I kept a little bit more chicken aside and some almonds to top it off with that. We shake that dressing again to make sure everything's thoroughly dissolved in it. And just drizzle a little over the top of it. It is good, folks. And see how simple and fast that was to throw together. It really is a quick meal, simple and delicious. You have the crunchiness of the lettuce and of the chow mein noodles. They stay nice and crunchy when you serve it. And the sweetness and the saltiness of the dressing is just perfect with it. It's really, really good. So I hope you give it a try, and I hope you really enjoy it. I think if you take it to a party, it'll be a hit for sure. Or have friends over for dinner. Hey, you know what? I really appreciate that you took the time to watch my video. And if you're one of my subscribers, thanks for coming back, YouTube family. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I sure wish you would hit that subscribe button and become a part of our little YouTube family here. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.